And when people start to fight for their life in that kind of climate, you see the ugly side of people, right?
All
the
right.
backstabbing and all that. So I was openly backstabbed.
Welcome to the Great School, where great speak.
Made sweet. Hi, I'm Felicia.
And hi, I am Aaron, and we are your hosts. Join us as we explore inspiring story, expert insights, and practical tips to help you unleash your potential and achieve success.
Today, in this episode, we have invited a super mom. She's a mother of two and also manages her own team. Without further ado, let's welcome Alice Miaju.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so Alice, we have specially prepared some ice cream for you, so you can enjoy it anytime that you prefer. All right. So while you're enjoying it, can you also share with us, to the listeners as well, who is tuning in, a little bit about yourself?
I've been in the industry for 15 years.
Mm.
I joined back in 2009.
Okay.
And before that, I was working in a corporate world, they call it, right? The corporate world, for almost like a decade. And then I decided to join Great Eastern. It's my first insurance company.
Wow.
Never looked back. I'm still here. So now I manage a team together with my husband, who is the director of the agency.
Mm.
Yeah, and I have a pair of twins, one boy, one girl. Very blessed. They are 10 years old this year. Yeah.
Boy and girl, 10 years old. All right. So, Alice, today's topic, we are actually sharing about discovering your fire. So maybe you can share with us what actually started the fire when you first joined the industry.
What started the fire?
Mm.
Okay.
Because you make a switch from corporate, you mentioned.
Yeah, well, I think it was very interesting because when I left the corporate world, I left without a job.
Okay.
It was during the Lehman crisis, kind of, during that time. I was in an MNC and they refused to let me go because they retrenched a couple of times. I was waiting for the retrenchment package, but it didn't happen. So I stayed on, and eventually they had this program, which is like a voluntary resignation program.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can volunteer to resign. So I took the first opportunity
Wow.
to resign, and then I got my package and all that, because I think during my time, I'm not sure about your generation. Sorry, I think I'm a bit older than you guys.
No, you look good.
But during
Who's
my
the elder
generation, during my generation, I think working for MNC is like the dream, right? You climb the corporate ladder to go where? To go to MNC. And then not the local, but the regional office and so on and so forth. I was with a company that was quite on its top in the industry at that time. And so I was kind of living my dream, right? Traveling and all that. But it was kind of like a big disappointment because what I saw and what I experienced was not what I expected.
So the expectation and what you were having was different.
Yeah, so like my mom always taught me, right, to always give my best in everything that I do. And that's what I did for the MNC.
Exactly. That's why they didn't wanted to let you go.
Yeah, they didn't want to let me go, but they didn't reward me very well. So because of that, I think I became very discouraged in terms of what I was experiencing. I felt that it was quite meaningless. I was kind of searching for the purpose.
Okay.
And then I decided that, after seeing all my peers being retrenched and when, during those days where you are fighting for your job, which to some people they are fighting for their lives, because without the job, they will have no income and they are owing all these mortgage bills and they have liabilities, they are paying for their children education, so on and so forth. So the job is actually their life. And when people start to fight for their life in that kind of climate, you see the ugly side of people, right? The backstabbing and all that. So I was openly backstabbed. I mean, front stab in a gathering, and I was like, wow, this is really not what I asked for. And so I decided to just leave because I think I needed to take a break from
Okay.
all these.
But
Yeah.
you did right decision and you never regret.
Yeah, so it was when I
Ever
left
Mhm.
without a job, with some money right in the pocket because of the package. What's the first thing I think of?
Travel?
Insurance.
Oh, oops.
I was really traveling. I mean, it
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
something that I was deprived of, but
Okay.
I think it was a time where I needed to grow up and I started to worry about what if something happens to me, then, you
Oh.
know. So I started to meet up with insurance agents to
Okay.
review my portfolio,
Or to buy your own insurance.
to buy my own
Yeah.
insurance.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because all the insurances that I had was all from my parents. I never really looked into it. And when I did that, that's when that journey of discovering that actually they are not every insurance agent can give me what I wanted. I was looking for like a more big picture advice, more like insights, more financial planning kind of
I understand. A holistic kind where
holistic,
you
comprehensive
can,
planning.
I understand.
And some of the agents actually told me like, hey, you know, I can't give you any advice, but I can tell you what this product is about.
Oh.
Yeah, and this agent is still there, like in that company, not in our company, but
Okay.
All right.
still my agent. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Because my
Interestingly.
mom bought the policy. Yeah, so when I started that journey, I realized that wow, actually, there is a lack, right, in the market, and if I am in demand of this and I can't get it, then there will be people that like me in the market.
So
Yeah.
who or how did you actually join?
So eventually, one of my ex-colleague recommended me an agent from Great Eastern, and then through the experience, I thought it was quite a like without knowing, like it was quite a easy and painless
Process.
experience. Yeah, so I thought okay, and it was actually during that process of running into my own insurance and really experiencing the needs, right, from a fear, from a risk point of view, because I was actually afraid, right? If something happens to me,
Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
be a burden to my parents. I was already working and I don't have a job, like so
You
it's not the ideal situation. Yeah. So then I realized that hey, you know, maybe this is a career that I can explore. And then I did my own kind of analysis, and I thought that coming into this career can actually meet both my personal and professional needs.
okay?
Then that's how I
Find
started
your
the
fire.
exams. Yeah.
Okay.
Was it tough taking the exams back then?
Yes, because I haven't studied for quite many years. I almost cried actually. I think I cried studying M9. Yeah, but then I think that proves to me that I really want this, and like I'm willing to do what it takes, right, to get
Okay.
what I think is the best thing for me. So,
Right.
yeah.
And then you mentioned your friend actually introduced you to talk to an agent from Great Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Great Eastern being, I believe at that time was also number one in Singapore. And there's a lot of different supports that you will be getting as well at that time. So it makes your decision easier.
Okay, I think I know where you're coming from in terms of like it did cross my mind whether Great Eastern is the company that I should join or should I explore like other companies. But for me, I'm quite I don't know how to describe, but I think in many times I just know what I need.
Okay.
And I don't want to waste time doing things that I think even though like it's not going to make a difference whether or not I make those steps.
All right.
Yeah, so as long as I'm happy with what I see, I'm okay to settle with it. Like instead of like having to, oh, I'm actually happy with this ice cream, but then I still need to go and check on 10 other ice cream before I eat this ice cream. But I think by then the ice cream melt already.
Yeah, right.
So at that time it was very every step that I took closer to Great Eastern did not cause me to doubt my decision making. To me, it's about going to do this as a business. So as long as I'm happy with my business partners, I'm happy with the product offering, I'm happy with the company that is backing me up, and I have faith that I'm happy with what I see in terms of the support that the company has, and the history, and of course the financial soundness and all those things, right? I think, yeah, there's no need to, in my personal opinion, waste time, because at the end of the day, it's up to me. So in a way, I think I was quite confident about being successful in whatever I want to do.
Yes.
So I'm not so concerned about the other factors, although it does matter.
I understand.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Alice, can you share a little bit more? Because I know you have joined this industry since 2009.
Mhm.
So it's been a very, very long time.
Has
So
it been?
definitely, I believe to a lot of listeners right now, they will feel like, wow, 2009, what am I doing at the point of time, right? So throughout this journey, how do you keep it going? What really motivates you, or like what inspires you or inspire you every single day, to do what you have been doing for so many years?
Mm. So this thing about inspiring, this thing about motivation, right, is something that I think, regardless of career, people are searching for on almost a regular basis. And I mean, if you just search motivation on Google, I think you will have billions of results, and there's so much content out there. But I think when I started the career, um, I was very blessed. I did not have to worry about clients.
Okay.
I got my first Gillette like within 3 months.
Wow.
Wow, that
I
is
was, yeah, I mean,
outstanding.
until today, I don't really need to do a cold call. Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful. But I think in terms of motivation, when I started as a new agent and versus where I am now is a bit different. And let me share with you why. In the beginning, when I joined the business, it was a lot of trying to learn, right?
Of course.
Because the learning curve is always the steepest at the start. So I will digest anything, and I will go for any training, and I will do whatever I think I need to learn so that I can be
To make sure
good
you
at.
set the foundation right.
Yeah, like you become humble. I mean, not that I'm not humble now, but then like you really just soak it like a sponge, right?
Yes, yes.
And so it's I would say it's very external. So it comes, the motivation and everything that I think that I need comes from the external.
The environment.
Okay.
The environment, the training, my
Was it-
boss, my IO, my colleagues, my family, my clients, right? So it's a lot of that.
At that time, with this kind of external environment, would you say that it caused a bit of pressure to your learning journey?
Pressure. What kind of pressure?
So because a lot of people, like you say, because you come from a corporate setup, and the learning curve is of course very high, and you need to learn a lot of different stuff. So by going through that process, is it a pressure to you, or you actually don't think it's anything that, or you somehow enjoy the process?
Yeah, I
Okay,
enjoy the
that's-
process.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So you're meant to be in this industry. You found your calling.
Let me drink water first.
Go ahead, please.
So at the start, it was very external. But as I think time goes by, as with every career, actually one of the things that I didn't like about the corporate life, or I realized about myself, I'm not sure if you all can relate, but I felt that, they say like a measure of do you love what you're doing is when
Okay.
you wake up, do you drag yourself to work, or
yes.
do you spring up out of a bed and then you like get ready and then you are so excited about the day ahead, right? So I realized that this quote or this saying is not entirely true, because we are human beings. There will be days where we wake up and we don't want to do anything. Like, it's normal. Like, we need to be very honest with ourselves that we are humans, right? But what can I do in my life that, despite me feeling like I don't have a good day, I have a bad day, and I don't want to wake up, I don't want to do anything, and yet, the work that I do, the responsibility that I have, the duties that I have on my plate will again spur me on to tell myself that, okay, even though I'm having a bad day, my clients are waiting for me, right?
Yes.
Families are waiting for me. My agents are waiting for me. And this is a meaningful job, and I'm going to wake up for them, even if it's not for me, right? And then that's how I get myself out of my so-called demotivation mode. And so this is a thought that I always had, even before I joined this career, because I was getting a lot of that in the MNC, and I felt that it is not about, I'm not going to be able to change how a corporate world operates. Even until today, it's going to be there because that's just how organizational structure operates. But if I want to have a different life, I need to create that for myself.
Yes.
And I need to find something that suits, what I'm looking for and what is going to spring me out from my bed to want to go to work or want to continue to do the work. And that is something that I meant when I said the professional and personal aspects, right?
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, so I felt that this career does give me that motivation, on the note of motivation. But I think, again, as with every human being, after doing this for 15 years, doing the same thing, okay lah, like, to be fair, we all will one day get married to somebody and we have to face this person for life, right? So it's actually okay. It's actually okay. It's just how you make it, reinvent it or like recreate it or redefine it, And I think that is where the world is always changing. Life is always changing. And when we are able to be very clear about who we are and what we want in our lives and what kind of value do we want to leave behind in our name or to the people around us, then I think the motivation comes more from the internal. Yeah. So I would assume that for new agents, right, when they join this business, they will be like me when I was new, where it's very external because you're not very clear about a lot of things. Like most people that join this business, the number one question on their mind is, am I going to make it? Right? Even if you you find a new job, you will still have the same concern. Like, is my boss going to like me? Are my colleagues going to be nice? Am I going to get my promotion? How long is it going to take? And, so on and so forth. So it's going to be like that in anything that we do. But I think as time goes by, the beauty about this career is that you can carve it any way you want it to be. And it will be ready for you when you're ready. And that's how I think it really worked out for me. Although 15 years sounds like a long time, I still feel very young in this business.
You are young. With your sharing, I think I can. I mean, this time it's the first time that I actually met Alice in person. With her sharing, I think you can tell that she's actually a very clear-minded. You know what you want, what kind of life that she actually wants to create. And with this industry, actually allows Alice to do so. So I understand that you're actually leading your team as well. When it comes to recruitment, what do you actually, what are you looking at? What are you looking for in a person that you think that, hey, this candidate, I think can?
What am I looking for?
Or maybe I would like to maybe readdress this question more towards, I think, I'm also curious about building a team because I think to the listeners who are listening, they actually know I was previously also a financial representative. So I have never once thought of actually expanding as much passion that I have in insurance industry, right? I've never thought of actually building up my team, right? So we already do know that, you have all the fire inside, all within. You are very motivated, very focused. You know what is your purpose that you want to do, how you want to carve this, this career or how your life you want it to be. But in terms of even extending out to, building a team to spread this, passion and this impact to more people, what was your thought process? Maybe you could share a little bit on that.
From the moment I joined this business, I already know that I want to build a team. Yeah, because as you would have heard, I say a lot of like, don't waste time and all that, right? But also, before, I mean, this is not my first job. I've been around. In fact, I've also owned my own businesses, So in a way, I'm entrepreneurial at heart. And so to me, it's all about doing a business. And one of the factors of consideration or what I like about this career is that I can one day become a director and have a team that I can groom to become successful, and then we can keep growing together. So that is the proposition that was presented to me. And that was one of the reasons why I want to come into this career, to be at that final destination, you know,
Understand.
because if we want to make an impact, yes, we can do it in our small little ways, but if we can put ourselves in a higher position where we can impact more people and we have more power to impact in a different way, yeah, then I think there's it's worth doing. Yeah. So since I joined the business, I've always had the idea, but again, I was so new. I have no idea. Like I'm not as clear as now where I want the team to be. And then I also realized that every leader will be very different. Every leader will have their own what they're looking for. And for us, like me and my husband, because we run the agency together, our passion is really about helping people. So we don't, we are not, in a good or bad way, we're not so motivated by money. So that may be a bad thing. But we can't be who we are not. So this is us, and we just do what we can, and we just trust God to just pave the way for us, you know, wherever we should be. But ultimately, I think it's just knowing that every day, whatever we invest our time in, our efforts, you know, contributes to this vision that we have of just really building up, I think, successful, strong, confident people who will have the integrity to do what is right for the clients and to make the impact like we hope to make, you know, in the little ways that we can.
Inspiring.
Yeah.
So you mentioned just now also about sometimes, I mean, we are all humans that sometimes we wake up, I don't feel like going to work. There are times that everyone feels
like
this,
today.
Yeah, so you're a bit sick today, I understand. So like when there comes to downtime like this, or hard periods, tough periods, how do you actually find back the motivation? How do you actually keep it going for 15 years and keep performing at this level?
How?
I mean, maybe I could give an example last time when I just started, right? For me, I believe, I'm not sure if it's true to everybody, but for me, I give myself some time, some downtime, all right? Not too long, right? I mean, we can be down for like 15 minutes, can be down for like 1 hour, can be down for, some people can be down for like 1 day, right? So there was this mentor who actually told me, right? You choose what kind of life you want to be, right? And how you want to make your day impactful. So I think that advice was really, really impactful to me. So from the day onwards, right, every single day when I wake up, if I really don't feel like it, I mean, as a financial rep last time, we plan our own timing, our own schedule, right? But as you say, we have responsibilities on hand. We have our clients waiting. So that was actually my main motivation at the point of time. Like, I cannot be on the bed for too long. You know, I cannot just sleep there and watch my drama for 2 hours. And then my client is waiting, where's Felicia? You know, is she going to reply me? Is she going to help me with my claims? So they were my motivation, to be honest. That responsibility to me was really, really strong and really, really powerful. So I only took like maybe like 15 minutes. I say, okay, 15 minutes is all you've got, Felicia. Then you need to get out of bed and then just wash up and then just leave house and you start your journey. You start impacting people. Yeah. So do you have that kind of was it really like a trick to rewind your mindset every day when that day comes, when you don't feel that motivated?
I mean, in our business, we learn a lot about time management.
Yes.
So by the fact that I've been doing this for 15 years, is assumed that I'm very good at managing my time, right? And then a mother of 2, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah, you still have kids.
Yeah, but I think the responsibility is still a responsibility.
Yes.
But to do it with passion is another thing.
Okay.
Yeah. If we keep our focus on what matters to us. And then we remind ourselves, like waking up, who am I? Like, okay, I'm a mother, so I need to do my duties as a mother. What kind of mother do I want to be? I want to be a good mother. So how do I define good? So all this has to be defined. Then
the
I can.
identity, is it?
Sorry?
Is it more of the identity?
Yeah, but I need to be clear about what is good to me.
Correct.
Right? Everybody's definition of good is different.
Yes.
Yeah. So like do I want to be a good leader? Then what is a good leader? I want to be a good agent. What is a good agent? Or do I just want to be a successful agent? I may not be a good agent, but I can be a successful agent.
Okay.
There is a difference.
Okay.
So
come up with a structure that can be measured.
Yeah, it has to be clear, I think, to
At least
all
to
of
yourself,
us. Yeah, like when we wake up, how do you get motivated? A lot of times I see agents, why they're not motivated is they have no vision, right? They have lost sight of their destination. When you don't know where you're going and there's no GPS, you are really just kind of going around and you're just in this
spiral.
Yeah, like I don't know, vacuum or
Vacuum.
something. Yes, you will get things done. You still have to eat. You still have to. You will still have the basic needs being met. But in terms of business, in terms of why we do what we do, are we doing this one step closer to where we are heading?
Yeah,
that has to be very, very clear for the agent to be motivated.
It's like a vision board. I used to do that, right?
Yeah, the vision board.
Yeah,
and even
5 years
having a
time.
vision board,
Yeah.
where is that vision board? Is it
all around
in front of you?
Yes.
Or is it just flushed down the toilet and then
you do once just for the homework
Is it-
sake,
oh,
and then you
yeah.
chuck it one side, right?
like, yes, I have a vision board. Okay, where is it?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why part of the duty of the leader is really keep reminding them and keep asking them these questions, because for me, I believe that I can't plant you a vision. I mean, I can guide you. I can give you ideas of what a vision is. Again, in today's context, right? We have all the social media and technology to help us.
Yes.
You just chat GPT, everything come out.
Yes.
But during our time, we don't have such things, right? We didn't start the business with all these support. There was no CFE to where it is today. But it's an ongoing thing. Every generation needs different things. So I feel that why I can continue to do what I'm doing on a daily basis is to be very clear about my roles in the different areas of my life and how I want to perform, or what matters to me in those roles, and to be very clear about it. Yeah, so I mean, that's the first step. Then after that is having a team or a network of people around you who can be there to support you, or like to just allow you to be who you are. Like, it's okay to relax today. You are still a good mother. Like, hey, it's okay, that you haven't been able to come to work, but you are still a very good employee in this company. We still value what you've contributed. So that is, so somebody to really pull you along and support you when you need that, right? I mean, we all need somebody. There are some speakers or coaches, they use this word called sponsor. So if you have a sponsor in your life, I think that will be a icing on the cake, where there's this person who is always advocating for you. And sometimes that person can be just our spouse, or it could be even our kids, right? Or our parents. Our parents can be very good sponsors. Our ex-bosses or our mentors, or it could just be a colleague or a friend. Yeah, so I think that matters. I'm not sure about now, with the advancement of technology, whether such relationships can be easily, is it easier or more difficult to have such relationships being forged? Because you need to spend time with people to have that kind of relationship and trust and assurance and support. Yeah, it's not just like a text message or you know, yeah. So, which is why I think like sometimes is usually your family members who are always there for you.
Yeah.
And it's not that they're always effective, but just knowing that they're there,
The presence.
yeah, it's good enough,
It's good
right?
enough.
Like,
I understand. So thanks. I mean, it's a good sharing that I do learn a lot from you today. Like you mentioned, we play a lot of different roles in our life.
Mhm.
We need to know every role, have an internal KPI, like what do you want to achieve in that role, and have a positive environment that will actually bring you a long way.
Mm.
So for one last question today, maybe Alice, you can share with us what is one advice that you will give for people wanting to join the industry but is half-hearted?
People who wants to join and half-hearted.
Like not sure if this is really the career that they are looking for.
Okay. When we are doing recruitment, right, a lot of times the answer is no lah. A lot of times, which is fine. Because for me, when I was joining this company, one of the advice that I heard was that if the road to success is easy, everybody will be successful,
Of course.
right? So most often than not, the road that is less traveled is the road that we should take to achieve that breakthrough that we want to have in our life. If it's so easy, somebody would have done it already. Yeah. So when somebody is considering, the brain is saying like, or maybe the heart is saying, I want to join. I want to have what you have. I want to be as successful as agent A, agent B, this leader, and you know, it's very easy to be inspired when you go for a talk or you see something on YouTube, right? But when they have to make that step, then that's when all the fears will come up. Like, and that's normal, right? Because if you understand psychology, it is human nature for our brain to have all the alarm bells to protect ourselves.
Correct.
So before you take that step onto that cable car or I don't know where, even some heights phobia people or certain decisions that you want to take or certain steps you want to make that you've never done, it's your first time and you've never done before. It's human nature that our brain will come up with all the million and one things that you shouldn't do it. It's just normal, right? Because of the fear. But then acknowledge these fears, right? Take it down one at a time and ask yourself, are these fears valid? Or it's just emotional, or it's just probability 0.00001%. Or if this is valid, then do I have the provision, you know, to address this fear? I mean, to me, this is a very practical way and a very step-by-step way to address these fears, right? Just like how we deal with anything in life, you know. Even our clients don't want to buy insurance. Why? Okay, take out all the objections one at a time. And if these objections are real and genuine, then I think it's very easy to just go one by one and address them. And once they are all addressed, then there'll be no more fear. Then you can focus on really listening to your heart. You know, is this really the career that you want to have? Can you see yourself living this kind of lifestyle? Can you see yourself impacting lives and enjoying all the benefits that this career can give you with the hard work that you will put in? Bear in mind, this is not an easy role. This is not a bed of roses. I think some people see it or may come across certain proposition that is very easy, you know. But I don't think so. I think if it's easy, then if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Like, so be wise about it, and take the road that is less traveled. If you know that this is for you, because the only thing that is stopping you from that success that you want is yourself.
Oh, very well said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Alice, so much for your valuable insights. I think we have learned a lot and really can see that Alice is someone who is really, really very focused, clear-minded, and I mean, I know her from a workshop, so from the first impression, she's just a very I would say like a Zen person, but very humble, but at the same time, yeah, very successful. So I definitely believe that you have learned a lot today, and I'd like to thank Alice for coming down today to our
Thank you.
podcast. And that's all the time that we have for today. So my name is Felicia,
And I'm Aaron. Thank you for tuning in to
the Great School. See you guys on the next episode. Bye.